Hello everyone, I am CA Manoj Sabat. In our earlier video, we have discussed about the concept of beta. Now let us do a further discussion about this beta and understand what is the meaning of risk. See, as I have told you that beta measures the volatility of the share, right? So it takes the standard deviation of the security and the standard deviation of the market as well as the co-movement between the security and the market, and it defines the risk, right? So in this video, we'll be discussing about what is called as risk, right? See, what is called as risk? Risk is nothing but the deviation from the expectation, right? So आप कुछ expectation कर रहे हो, right? The possibility of not happening, that is called as risk. For example, say currently the share price is trading at 100 and I am expecting that in 1 year it may become 300. Now the possibility of not happening, it is called as the risk, right? The possibility of the share not becoming the value of, means not getting the value of 300, is called as the risk. Now, as we told in our earlier video that beta measures the risk, right? Now in this video, listen, what is the meaning of risk here? Means risk is again having two components, which is called as the systematic risk and the unsystematic risk. It is called as what? The systematic risk and unsystematic risk. Now, both this risk together combines and then it gives rise to the security risk or the risk that is associated with the share. Now, first try to understand what is this systematic risk. See, systematic risk means it comes from the changes in those environmental factors which are common to all the business organizations. For example, say the changes in the repo rates by RBI. Do you think that it is a company specific risk? Right? Is it applicable to a single company? No, it is not applicable to a single company. It is applicable to all the companies in the economy, right? Now, due to that, is the company business is affected? Yes. Why? Because the interest rates of the banks changes, due to which the cost of debt may change, right? Or let us say there are changes in the currency rates, means foreign currency rates. Do you think that that currency changes, it's coming only for a single company? No, it is common for everyone. Now, due to the changes of such type of macro environmental factors, if any business is, sorry, if any risk is experienced by the business, then we say such type of risk as the systematic risk. Now, can this risk be controlled by anybody? Is this risk can be reduced by anybody? No, it cannot be reduced by anybody. So it is called as what? The uncontrollable risk. It is called as what? The uncontrollable risk. Now, the other type of risk is the unsystematic risk. Now, unsystematic risk comes from where? It is coming from the decisions which are taken inside a company, right? For example, say there are some employees who are doing strike in a company. Do you think that every company, every employee will be doing this strike? No, right? So in a particular company, whenever the employees are doing the strike, then the business may hamper. Now, this is the risk associated not with the entire economy, it is the risk associated with only a single company, right? For example, say there is a big breakdown of machinery in a company. Now, do you think that all the companies, all the machines will be breakdown? No, it doesn't happen. Right? It is a risk which is related to a specific company. So such a type of risks are called as company specific risks. Now, me as an investor, if I want to reduce this unsystematic risk, means the risk which is coming out of these type of factors, how can I reduce? Nothing but I will try to diversify my investments into more number of companies. The more I diversify, the more reduction in the risk is possible. Now, can the risk become zero? The answer is no. Risk can never become zero. By all these type of investment strategies, I can only mitigate my risk. I can only reduce my risk to an acceptably low level, but I can never ever become, I can never ever make my risk zero. Now, since I can reduce this risk through diversification, I can reduce this risk through diversification. It is called as diversifiable risk, or it is called as controllable risk, right? So I can reduce this risk through diversifying my investments into more number of businesses, right? Sorry, more number of company shares. So it is called as diversifiable risk. Now, what does beta indicates? Beta is nothing to do with this unsystematic risk. Beta indicates the systematic risk, right? So this is the total concept of discussion of the risk which is related to beta, right? Thank you so much. Have a nice time. That's all.